Hi, everyone. It's Friday, so it's welcome to New Day, New Word. I'm Marcia Grace, and I have something really fun I want to share with you today. As we do in this segment, I am talking about how we can take different words that we use every day and understand them in a new and more perhaps inclusive or holistic way. I think words have always been something that I've loved to explore and play with. So I hope you feel the same way. I'm so glad you're here with me for a few minutes. And it really is a chance, too, for us to just take a little moment out of our busy, busy days. I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but on PBS for many, many years, there was a yoga teacher named Lilius, and she used to talk about taking a minute vacation. And I love that idea, that we can just offer ourselves a minute, just a minute in our busy days, and that will make all the difference in how the next rest of the day goes by. So perhaps you just want to close your eyes for a minute and take one big, deep, full, slow breath in. And then as you let it out, just let your whole body relax. Good. Feels good to do that. Do it several times during the day. You'll feel much better. So, so today is our day for the letter H. So the word that came to me was the word heaven. And if you were brought up in traditional religions, you probably were taught that heaven is a place where you go when you die if you were good, right? So the whole idea is to be a good person, and then hopefully you'll be able to get into heaven. Okay, wherever that may be, it's somewhere up there in the sky. And whenever people talk about heaven, you usually see them look up that way. And so heaven is something in the future. We talk about heaven in other ways too. We say, that concert was heavenly, or that dish that somebody cooked was just heavenly, and it just tasted excellent. And so we use it as an adjective to describe when something is really wonderful. And so we use that frequently that way. The way I would like to talk about that we could think about the word heaven comes from my study with A Course in Miracles, which says about heaven that heaven is here and heaven is now, which doesn't make sense, again, if you believe that you have to die first to go to heaven. But what I've come to understand is that heaven is not a place to go to. It is actually a state of mind. So when the Course says heaven is here and heaven is now, it means when you make a decision in your mind to be in a state of warmth and receptivity. I talk about warmth because it's so cold today, I guess. And I didn't show you my fire. Here's my fire. Yep, there it is. And it's keeping me nice and cozy warm. But getting back to heaven. So heaven is not a place, it's a state of being. And so we want to understand that we have choices about how we perceive our life. So my life becomes heaven when I make a decision to say, I look out on my world and I see opportunities to interact, to enjoy myself, to find the positive and the beautiful in everything that I see and do. So that's how I want to perceive heaven, the word heaven, and I hope you agree with me. If not, send me an email and we'll talk. But I would like to also suggest that if you have a word that you would like me to use in our discussions, I would love to hear from you. So we're doing the alphabet. Next week will be I, and we go on from there. So just shoot me a text or an email or what have you, and I would love to hear from you. Meanwhile, have a beautiful, fantastic weekend and week until we meet again. Bye.